But we also want to get your thoughts on the big one. Let's talk about the FIBA women's basketball and
championship.
Okay,
the World Cup.
The World Cup, basically. Yeah. The chances of our girls, everything starts tomorrow with the game against Australia.
Right.
Australia is a tough game. It's a tough game for our girls, and the girls have been preparing well. We saw them in Lagos. I was there at the National Stadium to watch one of their training sessions. Okay. It was amazing watching them. But against Australia, Australia is also a top basketball playing nation, number 4 in the world. So, but I think that impossibility, as I always say, is nothing. And I think that our girls can subdue them.
Interesting. You really believe that?
I believe we can do it.
Australia right now, number 4 in the world. The Tigers, they are 34 in the world. So obviously that's quite a gap between both sides. And there's a reason.
And Australia has won the tournament before, 2006.
Select our players. Select the Australian players.
Yeah.
One-on-one, they are not better than us. And so our players, if we have a thinking coach, or a thinking manager, we can subdue them.
Interesting, you brought in the situation of the manager. The coach that led them to the victory at the last AfroBasket. He's no longer in charge. There's a new guy in charge now, and it remains to be seen if that will affect the performances at the World Cup. But what do you think? Do you think they would have stood a better chance with Sam Vincent in charge instead of Otis Hughley?
I think that it would have been better if Sam Vincent is in charge, but we have a situation on our hands that we have to manage.
That can be reversed.
There's nothing that can be reversed now. But I think that what we should do is, can we just mobilize and say, come, you can do it. That is just it. The girls can do it.
Right.
They've done it in Africa.
Yes.
They can do it in the world. Who says they cannot win the World Cup?
All right.
So all they need to do is think positive, win well.
Fantastic.
That is it. The Australian girls are not bigger than them. And look at their club sites. I try to go through
the profile,
and they're not better than us. So we can do it. It's just the psychology.
Mentality.
Okay.
It's all about winning. Before we go and talk about the Europa League and UEFA Europa League Thursday night football, Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin will face some results. It's only right we ask you because you're
one of AJ's biggest fans.
Yeah, it's going to be on Saturday back at Wembley.
If you get me there, you know that I believe that Anthony Joshua will knock him out in round 5.
Oh, we're not going to see the bouts. We're not going to end the rounds.
No, he will knock him. Look, I know Anthony Joshua is a gold medalist at the Olympics. Povetkin is also he was also a gold medalist.
Right.
Was also, both of them are gold medalists.
Correct.
But looking at Anthony Joshua and holding 3 belts as we speak, he wants to harness another belt before he fights Fury or whoever. And I think that, for me, that's why I'm doing my hands like this. For me, I think Anthony Joshua will take it.
Do you think there are do you think there's too much pressure on Anthony Joshua? You talked about it recently. Everybody seeing him as a role model. Everybody expecting a lot. So, and he has said 1 or 2 things about that. But do you think it's getting to him? People just expecting him to deliver, entertain us, and knock people out all the time.
Anthony Joshua is very calm. I read him every day. I write about him practically every day. And I know his training schedule, and I try to, relate with him somehow. And I think that he's very good. Okay. And he's calm. And he doesn't do drugs.
Under any pressure.
He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do anything. Like somebody said he was doing drugs. One of and he came out and said, "Can you come and test me?" That is a professional fighter. And so we must encourage Oluwafemi to go and win.
Five rounds, and this is going to be the end of it.
5 rounds.
So that's it. Therefore,
it's a knockout.
Yeah, knockout win for Anthony Joshua. That's according to Ben.
That is my wish and my thoughts.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see if we can do this quickly. Let's talk about the Europa League. Some big boys played in the Europa League. Thursday night football. 24 matches played, but we can't take all. So let's give you some selected results. And Arsenal, Chelsea, playing teams you hardly can pronounce their names. Arsenal, true to form, leading 4 goals and almost ruined everything. But won that game against Voxla 4-2. Pau Thessaloniki lost to Chelsea by a goal. Ludogorets Razgrads also lost to Bayer Leverkusen. You have Celtic defeating Rosenborg by a goal. You have RB Leipzig lost to Salzburg. You have Slavia Prague defeating Bordeaux 1-0. Dinamo Zagreb 4-1 victory over Fenerbahce. You have AC Milan also playing against one of those tongue-twisting, clubs with tongue-twisting names.
Punishment for qualifying for
Europa. Olympiacos playing a goalless draw with Real Betis. Lazio defeating Apollon Limassol 2-1. You have Marseille losing to Eintracht Frankfurt. That's JJ's former club. And you also have Sevilla in that one, whitewash beating Standard Liège. But let me allow you to talk about Chelsea and Arsenal before we quickly go on the break. Your thoughts on both teams.
Arsenal were a bit, like you rightly said, they were a bit, you cannot score 4 goals and allow people to come back and score 2. And I think that Coach Emery should wake up to the reality that he's managing one of the biggest club size in the world.
Okay.
And
all right,
for Chelsea,
we need to go to break. We'll get your thoughts back on that. Let's go to break. That's the final one on the show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the papers and finish our thoughts on the Europa League.